Oh, okay. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you. You couldn't hear my voice. Good morning, everybody. This is Leo with poACADEMY. And welcome to the final session of our 3-day classes. And this is something that we are very proud of sharing with all of you. We are happy to share it with you because we believe that this is something everybody needs in this particular time. I'm lucky to have learned a little bit of English in my life, and because of that, I'm grateful. And I also want to share this with all of you. So when Mish and I decided to have free classes, we thought we'll have just one free class, but then she said, no, we'll have 3 classes at least every Sunday. This will benefit all of you. You can go home, revise it, learn the content, and then come back and ask your questions. And yes, we have a few people here. Let me say hi. Srilata is there. Then we have Bhuvna. I hope I'm getting your name right. Then I can see Gangadhar. Hi Gangadhar, how are you? Then we have Kartikeya is there. And Likita, thank you for saying that you could not hear my voice. So I hope now you can hear my voice. Thank you so much. Please ask any question you have. If you need me to explain certain things, I will explain that. So I'll be very happy to share each and everything that we have with all of you. And so let us start this class today. And the first thing, again, I'll introduce, as we always do, poACADEMY. What we do, we empower possibilities. If you understand what it means, creating possibilities does give you a lot of opportunities to find out the best solution for success. So find out which is good for you. And this is what we tend to do. We talk to students, teachers, colleges, corporates. We talk to all different kinds of people, all different types of people with different backgrounds. They come from different cultures, different education. And we love to empower them. We love to empower them for their success. And this is exactly what we love to do. So let us go and look back and see what we did on the 16th of August. The first thing we did on the 16th of August was we told you about that the old plan, the way we learn doesn't work. Reading newspapers is good, watching movies is okay, but it cannot guarantee that you learn spoken English. It's a fact. To learn spoken English, you need to do what we call the PO plan. You need to listen. You need to repeat. You need to also get feedback from people. Getting feedback from people is very important. And you also need to practice. So the first 3 things, listen, repeat, feedback. Listen, repeat, feedback. Practice is just a part of it. Then we also shared with you how to read, because many of us read word for word. If you read word for word, you will not be able to speak good English. You have to read in groups of words with emphasis on verbs, on nouns only, maybe an adjective, and try to read those words as such in groups of words. Then we spoke about all of this. We discussed a little bit of vocabulary. Then we also had a test. Then on day 2, that is the 23rd of August, we dealt with pronunciation. We dealt from H to Q. Remember, it's not H, it's H to Q. And also we discussed a lot of silent letters. Silent letters are very important because most of us will get the pronunciation wrong. So it's good to learn silent letters. Then we also spoke of pronunciation of the tricky endings, the ED, whenever the word ends in ED. Yes, if you have not gone through this, please visit our previous video and that will help you. We also spoke how to improve your vocabulary, how to use a dictionary, a thesaurus. What is a thesaurus? Very important. Learn roots, the root words, the roots of words. English, as you know, comes from different languages. Greek, Roman, Latin. You have a lot of languages. The root words are there. So you learn the root words. Learn the words in groups or phrases, in groups and phrases. That will help you improve your spoken English. We also dealt with a little bit of reading comprehension, and you had a test. So in today, we are going to continue with the same product, but now I'm going to go a little bit more. I will do the pronunciation. I'll do R to Z or Z. I'll tell you what is the difference. Then we'll talk about vocabulary, the British and the American spellings and pronunciation, a few words. I know I can't deal with all the words, but I will deal with a few words for you. We'll have a conversation. In this conversation, I'm going to bring Mish onto stage, all right? And we will have a conversation with her. So I will talk to Mish and Mish will reply. That will give you an understanding as to how to have a conversation. Remember to listen to my tune. Listening to my words is not enough to learn spoken English. Listen to the tune and the beat in which I speak. That will help to improve your spoken English a lot. There will be a test, and please, today will be the day when we will be happy to have your feedback. There is the link. You will see the link right down there. Please use that link. At the end of the session, give us your feedback. Tell us how we can do better. We may not be the best, but we hope to be at least better and give you the information you need. All right? So let us start. So let's start with the pronunciation of R. It's not R. Okay? You can find when you use the word, pronounce the letter R, it is kind of called a liquid consonant. The reason is because your tongue changes the path of air as you produce the sound. All right? Your tongue changes the path of air as you produce the sound. R. See, the tongue will go inside. So that makes the tongue as though it is sliding inwards. It's like this, it's like this, and it moves inside. R. R. It doesn't go, it's not R. It doesn't vibrate. It's just R. It's just as fluid. So it's called a fluid liquid consonant. It's just a fluid liquid consonant. That is very interesting to know. It's not the R. It's not the Hindi R or the Telugu R. It is R. You open your mouth and you let your tongue go inwards. And that's how you get the liquidness. The flow of R is like this. R. You have the words in red, 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 Friday, Friday, Friday. See, it's not Friday. No R. Fry. It's just fry. The R is not even touching the top of the palate. The top of your palate, it's not touching there. Remember that. So, Friday. Worry, 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 worry. Sorry, sorry. Wrong, wrong. Right, right. To write something, right. Then words like rich, rich, rope, rope, rent, rent, rent. Remember, when you speak English, when you try to pronounce English, you may have to use a lot of your mouth. Your mouth will go E, U, A and all that. And that's okay because you are learning it. Let your jaw muscles learn the right exercise for the word. Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. Car, 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 bar, bar, father, 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 mother, 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 singer, 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 singer. It looks odd, that's okay. Just continue. Near, near, near. Far, far. It's not far. It's not far. Far, far. We did this word before. Once again, sorry, 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 sorry. Carry. It's not carry. No r. Carry. Re. It's like the r. Carry. Bring. Bring. Then you have what you have, any silent letters. So, when is R silent? If there is a consonant directly after R, then it is silent. Like K in the first word you see K. K is a consonant, all right? Immediately after it, if there is a directly after it, then that is silent, all right? Fork, fork, car, car. There is no consonant after R, so that's okay. Then first, first. It's not first. It's not first. R is actually silent. It's only not R. First. Horse. It's not horse. It's not horse. Horse. Then you have it, like I said, if there is no sound directly after it, like in car, then you say car. It's not car. It's not car. Car. Then you have a problem. When it is in a sentence, the R gets pronounced if there is a vowel sound after it. If there is a vowel sound after it, like electric, E, there's a vowel sound, E. So that, then you'll pronounce the car. Is your car here? Is your car here? Is your car here? Is your car? The first one is car, second one is car. The R goes sliding inside. So the pronunciation of car is different in both the sentences. All right, there you go. Now we move to the next one. Then we have S. So you have a few words like S. Voiceless is, you hear it softer. All right. So then you have it voiced. In the second one, it is voiced. Okay. In the first one, it's voiceless. Why it's voiceless? Not because it has no voice at all, but because it is soft. Meets. Okay. Meets. Asks. It is not acts. It's asks. SKS will come together. Ask. Asks. It becomes an X. It is the sound of an X. But asks, the soft K will come in here. Asks. Starts. Then you have starts. Likes. Hates. Plates. Books. Drinks. lips, lips. That is voiceless. Can you hear the word? The S is S. Most of the time it is S. Because of that sound is called voiceless sound. Now, when is it voiced? When it moves. Z. Can you hear the sound? Z. Moves. Moves. Goes. Goes. Is. Is. Tells. Tells. Drives. 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 Drive means driving down the road. The driver is driving. Then planes. Z. Planes. Names. Many names. 1, 2, 3, 4 names. These are plural verbs. Plural words. Names. Phones. Phones. You heard this word before in the last class. We did this. Neighbors. 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 Opportunities. 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 Chew. It is not two. There is another pronunciation for that. Some people say opportunities. It's opportunities. All right? So opportunities. Boys. 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 Then when it has something called a sibilant sound, is, change is. So change is, that's called a sibilant sound, is, changes, watches, fix is, box is, boxes, glasses, 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 houses, houses, houses. So that's with your letter S. Now, is it silent? Yes, it is silent. And this is sometimes very difficult. We see ISLAND and we wonder, why is S not pronounced? Who created that? Well, that's how it is. IS is island. Island. It's not island, island. Island. Okay? Island. Island. It's not island, it's not island, not island, it's island. Island. The next word, you know what is an island? An island is a little bit of land in the middle of the sea. The Andamans and Nicobar Islands is an island. It's in the middle of the sea. A little bit of land surrounded by water on all sides is called an island. You can have a river island also. I think many people in Assam will know Majuli. That's a river island. Then you have the next word. You may not have heard this word. It's called isle. I discussed this word last time. It is isle. It's not isle, it's isle. Isle is a pathway between two opposite factions, two opposite parties. So it is a pathway that is between two opposite parties. Like, say, for example, if you look at the Parliament House, you see one party sitting on one side and the other party, the opposition party, sitting on the other side. Between them is a pathway, is a way to walk. That pathway is called an aisle. So aisle. It's not isle, aisle. So that's the silent S. Let's go to the next letter. T. T is easy, I think. Most of us get it right. Top. Top. But remember, the T pronunciation is the T touches the front part of your tooth, the top front. If this is your tooth over here, okay, let me put this here. All right. If this is your tooth, your teeth, okay, I have big teeth. So if this is your tooth, your tongue goes up, not here, not even here. Your tip of the tongue touches the top of your tooth. This is the top of your tooth. This is your palate. It doesn't touch the palate. It touches here, between this and that. So please understand the T. It's not t, t, t. It's not T. It's not T. It's T. There's a sizzling sound with T. So T, T. Same way goes for D. D. It's not D. D is wrong. D. D. You can hear a sizzling sound because the tongue is next to the top of the tooth, the front tooth, the top part. Top. 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 Today. 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 Attack. 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 Tattoo. 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 Tattoo is, you get all these players and cricketers and many of us who love the fashion, they have tattoos on the hand, they have inscriptions, they have drawings that is tattooed on the hand. Star. You know what's a star? Star. You are a star. And there are many stars out there. Star. Start. 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 String. 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 Straight. Straight. Repeat after me. Don't stop, because I know it'll look ugly, it'll look very funny, but please try it. Straight. Trip. Trip. Try. Try. Fact. 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 Doctor. 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 Lift. Lift. You go in a lift. Somebody gives you a lift, or you go in a lift. Then you have tilt. Tilt means to bend. Tilting, bending. It is tilting. The leaning tower of Pisa. Pisa. You have it. Tilting. Tilting means leaning, tilting. Leaning means moving forward. It's bending, tilting. Past. Something that happened in the past. Past. Faint. 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 It's touching the F is touching my front tooth. Faint. Fainting. When you feel giddy and you faint, you lose consciousness. Fainting. If you don't eat too much of food, if you don't eat food for a long time, you will faint. You may faint. If you stand in the sun for too long a time, people faint. They fall down. They faint. Scented. Scent. Scent is a nice, sweet smelling scent. Sweet smelling scent. Sweet smelling scent. Try to use these words like that. Sweet smelling scent. And try to see if you get the pronunciation right. Speak a little fast maybe, and speak a little slow. Both the ways is very important to learn English. Then we have the T is silent in words like listen. Listen carefully. Not listen, 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 listen. Then we have match. 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 This word, the next word, is a little difficult. What does it mean? Mortgage. Mortgage. It's not mortgage. Mortgage. Okay, mortgage. So, what is mortgage? Mortgage is the rent or the loan you pay for your house or for something. Or for, say for example, you need to pay a loan to somebody, a bank. It's a mortgage. You mortgage your house and you get a loan. You put your house as mortgage and they give you a loan. All right? Mortgage. Off, in, often. It's not often. Off, in, often. Often. Butcher. a person who cuts meat. Who cuts meat is a butcher. Butcher. Hustle. What does hustle mean? Hustle means to bargain, Like you go to a market and you talk to the person selling you potatoes and tomatoes. So the person tells you it is 30 rupees or 50 rupees. What do? He says 50 rupees, you say 40 rupees. You say, I will give you 40 rupees. So you hustle, you are bargaining. Bargaining, you are hustling. You are asking for lesser. Scratching. So you get a scratch or you scratching. Scratching is when you scratch yourself. Scratch is a mark you get if you get hurt. Scratch. Then you have whistle. Then you have which. That's the pronunciation of the silent letter T. Then we have you. Sometimes it is short and sometimes it is long. Like say for example, but, cup, ugly, ugly, fun, hug, 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 hug. Okay, I'm being slow with that. Uncle, uncle. It's not yuncle, it's uncle. It's not looking, it's lucky. Lucky. So these words are all short U's. The U is shortened into the pronunciation of Now next you have the long U. Like rude, ooh. The U becomes ooh. Rude. Don't be rude to people. Don't be rude to animals. Rude. Don't be rude. Don't treat animals badly. Don't treat animals badly. Food. Stupid. Student. Student. The D is kind of softens down. Student. Flute. You know, the flute that you play? Krishna plays a flute. Flute. June. The month of June. June. Rule. Ruling. Which party is ruling? Rule. Include means to get together, getting together, including. Include. Duty. Now that's why when you see a consonant plus a consonant, U with a consonant, like say for example, it's ugly. See, UGL, all right? It's ugly. And uncle. But if it's only a consonant like E after it, it becomes blue, ooh. So, true. If it's only a vowel after it like E, then it becomes a long ooh. If it's a consonant and a consonant, two consonants are behind it, it becomes a short ooh. Ooh, uncle. All right, there you go. So let's see if U has any silent words. Biscuit. No, it's biscuit. Biscuit. Repeat after me. It's biscuit. Building. It's building. It's building. The U is silent. Building. Circuit. The circuit in the circuitry. The circuitry in, say for example, laptop. The laptop has a circuit. All right? An electronic device is called a circuit. Disguise means to put on a different a different face altogether. You have actors disguising as old men. Disguise, putting on a different makeup and having a different look. Disguise. God, 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 God. Guests, guests, guest, guest. Guitar, 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 guitar. And that's interesting. Tongue, tongue, It's not tongue you, not tongue ye, no, it's tongue, tongue. It's not tongue, it's tongue, tongue. And that's with you. Now let's see what we have next. Obviously, you'll have we. We is very important. We is also very famously used. We, you touch the top of your tooth. 5, love, knives, save, van, it's not ban. Don't put your lips together. Lips should never be together for V. V is touching the front tooth, the bottom of your front tooth. Your front tooth, it's touching just the bottom. It's not closing the tooth. It is touching and friction happens. The friction happens. This is the tooth. Imagine this is the tooth. This is my tongue. The friction happens. 5. The friction. There's a friction happening. Please listen to that carefully. It's van. It's not ban. Many people in Assam or most of the eastern places, they say ban. Wrong. Van. Drive. Drive. Cave. Cave. All right. Then you have very. Then you have, very. Very means many different types. Various. Many types of. Variety. All three words are very similar to each other. Variety. There's a variety of things together. I may not give you the exact meanings of each of those because you have to use them to understand these words. Vary your shots. You can tell a cricketer to vary your shots. Play different type of shots. Vary your shots. SHOTS, shots. Various. The cricketer tried various shots to hit a good score. Variety of shots. He hit a variety of shots to hit a good score. Then you have vibration. Vibration. There's a vibration happening slight. There's a vibration between my tooth and my lips. Voice. It's not village, it's village. Video. You know what is that? The next word? Vampire. Vampire is a person who gets up from the dead. Person died and he starts walking and he starts killing and eating other human beings. That's a vampire. All right? Then you have V. V is always pronounced in English. All right? So with this, now let's look at the next one. The letter W. The letter W is like, say for example, it's not Wednesday, it's Wednesday. Wednesday. All right? Wicket. wicket, wins, wins, wins. Warrant. Warrant is what a police brings, a warrant. A police takes a warrant, warrant. Answer, answer, answer. These are silent. The W is silent. Answer, answer. W is silent. Then you have sword, sword. I know many people say sword, but it's sword. Two. It's not two. There's no W. It's T-O, T-O-O, and T-W-O. All are same. T-O, T-O-O, and T-W-O. Similar pronunciation. Two. Two. Rap. Rap. It's R. R. Rap. R-A-P, rap. W-R-A-P, rap. Same pronunciation. Different words. Meaning is different. Wrist. Wrist. Wrist is this part of your hand is called a wrist. You wear a wristwatch. Wrist. All right. So please do click the like button if you'd like us so far. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't subscribed yet. We still have a lot of information and we'll continue with this. The letter X. So when X is followed by a consonant, it is usually pronounced as XX, like extra. There's a consonant following it. Can you see? There's a green, there's a blue letter words are all consonants. Say this green letter words are consonant. So EX, the X is followed by a consonant. So etc, extra, extra, exception, 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 excellent, 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 excel, excel, excuse, 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 explain, explain. Okay? Please, if you have any questions, please put them in the chats. Mish will definitely bring them over to me, and no, we'll handle the chats later. So we'll handle the chats in the time when you give your feedback. That moment I will handle your questions, because let us continue with this, complete the session, then I will answer every question that you have. That's a promise. Then you have X is different. Now eggs. When is the pronunciation as eggs? Exist, egg, exist, exist, egg. It's more like exist, exist. Example, egg, example. It's like more like I than E. Be careful. It's more like I than E. Example, exam, exams, zam. Exotic, exotic, exotic. The problem happens in when you have this word like exercise, then you have it as X, not eggs, not exercise, it's exercise. Exercise. This is the exception. This is when it does not follow the same rule. I gave you the rules. This does not follow the rule. Exercise. Execution. Execution. It's not execution, it's execution. All right? So whenever it's followed by, there is a silent H. When we treat it as if it were followed by a vowel, like say exhausted. It's exhausted. It's not exhausted, it's exhausted. 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 Exhibit. Exhibit. Exhibit means to show about. Put it on an exhibition. Exhibition, exhibit is to show something. All right? Exhume. Exhume. Exhume means to bring out from the dead. You exhume somebody's dead body. Bring out somebody's dead body. Exhort. Exhort. Exhort means to speak out. But there is again an exception here too. It is exhale. The H is pronounced exhale, hail, exhale. It's not exhale, it's exhale, exhale. It's hail is pronounced, all right? So be careful with these words. And then we have the silent faux pas. I know it's a French word. I just put this in. But we use it in English. It's called faux pas. Faux pas. A mistake, a blunder that happened that was socially very awkward. Say, for example, you went on a stage and you forgot what you were supposed to speak, then there might be a faux pas. If I forget what I'm going to speak, there can be a faux pas, but sometimes it's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. So there can be a faux pas, a mistake or a blunder that happens on a social gathering, in a social gathering. That's a faux pas. Then we have the Y pronunciation. The Y is sometimes pronounced as E, baby, as I, as I, as im, as Jim, Jim, I, as gypsy, I, gypsy. Gypsy are people who wander from place to place. Gypsies is a group of people who usually used to wander from place to place. A person who wanders about is a gypsy. Then Y is also pronounced as I, as in cry, fly, yes, yet, silly. Remember, silly is E. Alright, silly is not Y, is I. Silly is a different word. Yes is different. Yes, yet, silly. Happy, happy, and sorry. The only two words with I is cry and fly. Cry and fly are the two words, I, where Y is pronounced as I. Now, there are no silent words in English with the letter Y. Every time you see Y, it will be usually pronounced as E, O, Y, I. In, E, O, I. Alright? There is a pronunciation for all of that. Then we come to the final letter, Z or Z. We'll talk about that. See the last part over there. Is it Z or is it Z? Now, if you know that this Roman emperor once, okay, Censor Appius Claudius Caecus, he once in 300 BC, he removed Z, we should say Z, because we are in India, so we should say Z. We should not say Z. For style, we normally say Z, but usually it should always be Z, because we speak a variation of the British English, and I will tell you about that. Now, for years, you will also see that Z was not the final letter. Have you seen that symbol every time you use it for and, Ram and Sita? So that is and. That and was that per se used to be ampersand was the last letter. It meant by itself. Now, have you seen the two letter words over there with Z and Z? One is realize, S-E, and realize. Both are pronounced same, but with S and Z. What is the difference happening? Why is it happening? Why is the spelling different? That is because now we'll get into spellings. All right? Now we get into spellings, and this is the first thing we need to see. Oh, all right, wait. Oh, there you go. So you have the British spellings are different from American spellings. Now, most of us in India, we tend to use Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word is the document formatter which we use on our laptops, and because of that, we unknowingly we are using the American pronunciation instead of the British pronunciation, which we should use. So we should use the British pronunciation, not the American pronunciation, for our English, because that's exactly the English we have learned from. So we should not be writing defense with S, D-E-F-E-N-S-C, but rather we should write D-E-F-E-N-C-E, defense. Now, in American, they'll write P-L-O-W for plow, plowing the field. The farmer plows the field. We will always write P-L-O-U-G-H. So plow. You've seen this word a lot of times, center and center. Both center and center same. Pronunciation is same, but the spelling is different. Please do not make a mistake, because when you want to learn English, you got to learn it right. So we are supposed to write center, C-E-N-T-R-E. It's not C-E-N-T-E-R. E-R is wrong for us, but it's right for an American. Absolutely right. So we use center, C-E-N-T-R-E. Then we use catalog. See the spelling is too long. C-A-T-A-L-O-G-U-E. Catalog. Catalog is a book with information about different products. A book or a magazine with information about different products. Catalog. All right? Flavor. Taste. Flavor means taste. Can you see F-L-A-V-O-U-R, and even color, C-O-L-O-U-R. But most of us are writing C-O-L-O-R. Sometimes I also am to blame. I also tend to overlook this and use C-O-L-O-R. Nowadays, the lines are merging. The difference between American and British, we are slowly adapting a lot of American English into our English. That's where you get realize and realize, Z, the Z and the S. That's the difference between both the spellings. All right? So then we have what is next. Now the pronunciation is different. Now the word is very similar. Word is written exactly the same. V-I-T-A-M-I-N, same word, but in British they will say vitamin and the American will say vitamin. So we would always say vitamin. Give me my vitamin tablets. They will say vitamin tablets. All right? That's the difference. Then you have aluminium. In British we say aluminium. Aluminium. They say aluminium. Aluminium. They say aluminium. Aluminium. Then you have this word P-R-I-V-A-C-Y. We say privacy, they say privacy. Privacy, they say privacy. 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 Now you heard this a lot of times. I tend to use this also. Is it schedule or schedule? That's the difference. British English, schedule, sure, schedule. American English, schedule, schedule. Then you have garage, garage. British English will say garage, American will say garage, garage. All right, they'll say garage, we say garage, garage. They say garage. We say water, water. The T is pronounced. They would say water, water, water. The D, it's more of a D than a T, water. All right? Remember, we tend to use the American pronunciation most of the time. We say mobile, but actually the real pronunciation, the correct pronunciation should be mobile. Mobile. Give me my mobile phone. It's not mobile phone. We have begun to use the American pronunciation in English, and everyone is to be blamed. Even I, even everybody is to be blamed. We don't say mobile, we say mobile. So obviously now you can see the gap is slowly shifting between American and British English. So one of the English will have to change over a period of time. And remember, language will change. All right? Then we have British and American. Both use the same thing. Like say, for example, if you say chips, you know what are chips? Chips, like say potato chips that are long chips that you see in a McDonald's. We say chips, they will say fries. We go to a hotel and we ask for food so that we can take home. We call that a take away. Americans will say take out. Now, have you seen a lorry? Yes, we know what a lorry is, but you also know what a truck is. So we know both the words, lorry and truck. Then we also have boot. The car. In the car, the back part of the car where you put a lot of luggage inside is called boot. But the Americans will call it trunk. Now you may go to the loo, but an American will be going to the bathroom. All right? So please understand, there is different vocabulary for different places. The culture matters. The culture uses different words. All right? Okay, so right here I will welcome Mish, and what we will do is we will take you through a conversation that's happening. I will show you how we can speak about this and how we can use our conversation for better English. All right? So give me a moment. I'll bring Mish on. All right, welcome, Mish.
Thank you.
Okay, so when you're greeting somebody, what are the different ways of greeting somebody? So, let us start. When you're greeting somebody, remember the tune is important. Don't read like, "Hi Divya, how are you?" Not like that. It needs to be with a different tune. If it is a question, the last word tends to go up. How are you? You goes up. All right? So I'll repeat this now. And Mish will repeat the answers. I will say the questions and Mish will say the answers. All right? Listen carefully. Hi Divya, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. What about you?
Hi Akriti, how have you been?
I have been doing good.
Hi Geet, what have you been up to?
I've been very busy these days.
Hi, it's good to see you.
Same here. It's so nice to see you too.
Nice surprise. I have not seen you in such a long time.
Yes, it's been such a long time. How are you?
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Same here. It has been a pleasure to meet you.
Hi, it's been a long time. Where have you been?
I was in Delhi and just returned. What about you?
Now you can see the way you say it matters. The way you say it is also meeting a friend. Do not be very monotonous when you speak English. You have to use the tune. You may take some time to understand it, but re-listen to this. And we will go through another one. Now, what do you have? Whenever somebody talks, I find this a problem usually among my friends. They do not give any acknowledgements. Acknowledgement is whenever somebody is talking about something, suppose somebody is talking about their hobby, or they are talking about a movie they had been to, or they had watched, or they are talking about food that they had eaten recently. They are talking about it. What do you respond after they talk? You must use words like these. I understand. Now, suppose your teacher is talking to you something, and your teacher asks, "Did you understand?" You'll say, "Yes, I understand. I understand. I understand." Oh, that is also a way of acknowledgement. Oh. And maybe even you can use We use that. True. I see. That's interesting. That is interesting. Remember, it is not that is interesting. It is not word for word. It is together. That is interesting. That's awesome. That's awesome. What you just said. Wow, that's amazing. That's awesome. That's lovely. That's so cool. That's lovely. That's so cool. Now, if somebody is telling you something sad and bad, say for example, somebody died or something bad happened, then you'll use words such as, that's so awful. That's so awful. Awful. That's so awful. You'll use words such as, that's so sad. That's so terrible. That's terrible, or that's so terrible is same. That's so terrible. Then you can use words such as absolutely. Don't keep saying yes. Yes, yes, yes. Please use words such as absolutely. Use words such as amazing. If somebody is talking, say that's amazing. Absolutely. I agree. Absolutely. Certainly. Will you do it? Certainly. Again, somebody else asks you, will you do it? No doubt. I will do it. No doubt. Certainly. How was the movie? Fantastic. How was the movie? Good. No, good is boring. How was the movie? Fantastic. Awesome. Will you meet me on Saturday? Definitely. Will you meet me on Saturday? Yes. Yes is boring. Definitely is better. Will you meet me on Saturday? Definitely. How are you? Okay, fine. Fine is boring. How are you? Great. Use great. All right? How are you? You say excellent. I'm doing good. I'm excellent. If somebody shows you a photograph that they have taken recently, that's impressive. You look cool. That's impressive. That's how you say it. You look cool. That's impressive. When you say something like, let's go out for something, that'll be exciting. That's exciting. How was the movie? Oh, it was exciting. How was the trip to Agra or Delhi? It was exciting. How was that movie? You can say brilliant also. Brilliant. It was a wonderful movie. Brilliant. The director was awesome. Brilliant movie. So acknowledgements are very important when you speak English, because this will help your conversation happen. The conversation between two people will happen. All right? Then you can ask questions about jobs and hobbies. I will ask you to do this. Find out questions that you can ask somebody in a conversation. Questions. What's your work like? What's your work like? Where do you work? Where do you work? Where do you work? Where do you work? Which college do you go to? Which college do you go to? Which school do you go to? Which company do you work for? Which company do you work for? How do you spend your free time? How do you spend your free time? Now the person will tell you all about their hobbies. What are your hobbies? What are your hobbies? What are your hobbies? What is the job you're looking for? What is the job you're looking for? Which company? Which company? It's not which company. Which company? It has to go up. Are there any openings in the company? Are there any openings in the company? Have you prepared a resume? Have you prepared a resume? Have you attended any interviews yet? Have you attended any interviews yet? Are you ready for the interview? Are you ready for the interview? And that's how you do it. Please, in order to make your spoken English better, you need to write down many more questions that you should ask people. Because the more questions you ask, they will respond more. And the more they respond, the more the interaction will happen. So write down many questions such as these. Make them into groups. I made a group like job and hobbies. You can make more groups. A visit to the mall, visit to the market. These are ways you can start putting down questions. So now we come to almost the closing of this. We have a reading comprehension. Please listen to this very carefully, and you should have made notes all along, because the test after this is a little difficult. That's what Mish told me. Please understand, it's good for you. And listen carefully, and we will read this out for you. So, I'm meeting Mish after a long time, and I'm a student, and I'm looking for a job. I still haven't found a job, but I have not seen Mish after a long time. Okay, so Mish sees me first, and she talks to me. She asks me,
Hi, Leo. How are you?
"I'm doing good, Mish. Thank you. Oh, it's really been quite a while. Where have you been?"
Oh, I was in Delhi and just returned. I had an internship with Accenture. What about you?
"I'm still looking for a job, Mish."
Have you attended any interviews so far?
"No, I have not. I have a few interviews lined up next month."
That's good to hear. Do you need any help?
"Not for now, but I certainly will ask you if I need any."
Please do. That's what friends are for.
"Thanks for the offer. Tell me, but what are you doing these days?"
Hmm, I have a few job offers from some of the companies I really like. Now I need to decide which one to choose from.
"That's cool. So, what have you planned?"
I have another month to make a decision. So you see, now I'm just going to relax a bit.
"I agree. I will need your help in preparing my answers for the interview. Can you help?"
Oh, yes, I can. We could sit some time this Saturday. How about 4 o'clock on Saturday?
"That seems good. Saturday is fine."
Well, we can meet at my place. I shall ask my mother to make some snacks for us too.
"Perfect. That'll do."
Bye then. Give me a call on Saturday and see you soon.
"I will call you on Saturday for sure. See you too. Bye." All right, there you go. Now that you have listened to our conversation, it would have been a little fast for you, and that was on purpose. So, now please go ahead, take the test, and give in your feedback. Yeah. And right now, I will also answer your queries, the queries you have. Give me a moment. I have a few questions. What is the meaning of whistle? Whistle is, have you heard the whistling in a song? I can't whistle well. You make sounds with your mouth in a nice sweet tune. You make tunes with your mouth. That way, I can't whistle for nuts at all. All right. So that is actually whistling. All right. You use your lips and you whistle. All right. Then you have butcher. Butcher is a person who cuts meat. Have you seen the chicken shop, the mutton shop? They have butchers. Butchers cut meat. Then you have the word called vampire. Vampire is a dead person coming back to life. Not possible, but you see a lot of movies with vampires. vampires and ghosts, right? Ghosts are people you cannot see. Ghosts can walk through buildings. They can walk through buildings and they can disappear and appear. A vampire cannot do that. A vampire kind of sucks blood. You probably heard of Dracula. Dracula is one of the famous vampires. The book written by Bram Stoker. Check that book out sometime. That was the first Dracula ever created. So that's vampire. A vampire is a dead man or dead woman who comes to life and starts sucking the blood or eating people. They are like zombies, all right? So vampire is sucking the blood of somebody else. Disguise. Disguise. Disguise means to put on a different makeup. Now, suppose you have seen some movies where the actor puts on makeup of a woman and goes and meets somebody. Yes, that's a disguise. Disguise means to camouflage, to put on another face, to put on another makeup, a different makeup where people cannot recognize you. Knives. Knives is the sharp object used to cut potatoes, tomatoes, potatoes, that you used to cut. What you used to cut, that's a knife. What's a sword? A sword is a long knife used by kings and queens. Have you seen Rani Lakshmi Bai? Rani Lakshmi Bai sitting on the horse with her sword in her hand. So the king will hold the sword in his hand. Long knife. It looks like a knife, but it's a very long knife. That knife is called a sword. All right? Pronunciation of situation. 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 Shin. It's not sin. Shin. Situation. It's not situation. It's situation. All right? Please take your test. And if you have any queries, again, I will be answering them. So start your test immediately and we will start this. All right? I'm right here and you can ask me any question you like. And please do click on the like button if you liked what we are sharing. I promise you we will come back with more such videos. We want to share as much as we can with all of you. If you feel you need to improve your English, please do join us. Give us a call. You have our phone numbers on the feedback forms. Look into that, call us, and we'll be happy to help you out. If you need any help with your language or interview skills, please feel free to contact us and we'll be happy to help. So do we have any other questions? Anybody else? Please ask questions right now. I will be waiting for just a minute and we will close the session. Difference between very and difference between very, V-E-R-Y. Okay, let me write this here. Let me see if I can write it down. Yes, I'm writing it here, V-E-R-Y and V-A-R-Y. All right, V-A, this is A, this is E. All right, V-A-R-Y and V-E-R-Y. What's the difference? It is very hot, too hot, too much, too hot. All right. Very means different. 1, 2, 3 different things. Different. Vary your cricket. Suppose you're learning cricket. Vary your strokes. Vary your strokes. The way you play cricket, vary it. Don't play the same stroke all the time. If it is a bouncer, you can't play the same stroke. You must vary your stroke, play a different stroke. Different strokes, vary your strokes. So vary means too much, too hot. And that's the difference. All right? All right. So I hope you've taken your test. Please, if you haven't taken your test, take your test. give us that feedback. Tell us how did you like the classes, because in that form you really have that. So please make sure you have that. And all right, so what's next? Please subscribe to our channel. Please leave us your comments. Leave comments, please. After this session is over, leave us your comments, because that really inspires us. We are happy to share this information. Click on the like button and say how you liked it. All this information does take a little time to prepare. There is a lot of hard work that goes behind it. So please do subscribe to our channel. We will be sharing much more better information than this, even as good as this, even better than this. We'll try to do our best always. All right. So thank you so much. Leave us your comments. And with this, I would wish you all the best and continue your learning, build and grow yourself. All right. And the feedback link is not working. Give me a second. Let me just check that out. Can you repost that from the WhatsApp?
I posted the test.
It's in that. The feedback is the last of in the test. All right. In the test, you have a feedback form also. So you do the test and then give us the feedback. Why? Because it's good. You do the test also. It is not about getting 100 upon 100. It is testing yourself, knowing if you can do good. All right. It's in the description box. Please look into the description box. I will once again show you the link. You can copy this link that you have here. Once again, this is the link, 3LSF76FC. Difficult to copy that, but it is in your description also. Click on that, complete the test, and please give us your feedback. So any other question do we have? All right. So then thank you so much. We wish you all the very best for your future. Please come back. Please let us know how you liked our session. So wish you all the best. Thank you. Bye.